Last night, we uncorked Chiney, a vintage Kawhi performance here in Denver. Game 2, looking to even things up, and Kawhi Leonard, he came out hot.
There's a reason why I say this is my favorite series, but more importantly, we've got vintage Kawhi back. Do we say it's the claw? The claw. I'm a fan of Jim Carrey. Yes, scary things for the rest of the league.
He finished with 21 points, 90% shooting in the first half here. To the fourth quarter we go. Things were tight down the stretch. Bobby Marks, you called for a
redemption game. Michael Porter Jr. redemption game.
1 point game here. Denver has the lead. Another player that we were looking for a little bit of redemption from, Norm Powell there, who gives it up to Ivica Zubac and one.
Better late than never.
Amen. But it was Kawhi, the claw in the clutch here, who took over Chiney. That's Aaron Gordon.
And the double.
Yeah, commit, but honestly, it was just one of those nights where prayer defense is best.
Right. Minute and a half to play here. The ball comes loose. The Clippers control it here. Watch Kawhi. Gives it back. Norm Powell, huge three-pointer here.
Clutch. This is like the season for him, his breakout season.
The energy is contagious. And then keep an eye on Kawhi here. Gets to his spot, elevates, and gets it to go.
I have no words. His mid-range, he's back to being that monster.
But it wasn't just offensively, Chiney.
Correct.
You don't see this very often, but Kawhi able to extend. Jokic doesn't make passes like that.
He doesn't. I think it was an uncharacteristic night for Nikola Jokic, but a lot of the credit has to go to the Clipper defense.
Absolutely. Seeing it again here on full display. Christian Brown tries a three. That one way
Another
off,
chance.
as Mike Breen would say. Nikola Jokic tries for it again and just can't get it to go. So the Clippers hang on. Just as a reminder of what Kawhi Leonard did in the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the game, scored or assisted on the Clippers' final 7 points, had a huge steal with 37 seconds left, and contested the game-tying attempt from Nikola Jokic as time expired. A 39-point night from Kawhi. He could barely contain his excitement.
Anybody in the business, that's playing and knows how hard it is either come back from injury or just even playing in the NBA. I'll just keep playing, try to stay in the zone, get to my spot and shoot, just live with the outcome.
I feel like he ain't missed a shot, man. His shot-making ability is elite, you know what I mean? And that's the aggressiveness that we need from him, you know what I mean? No matter what's going on, no matter who's guarding him.
This is what Kawhi lives for, trying to get to this point where he's healthy for the playoffs. And we know if we got a healthy Kawhi, we can win any series.
Brian Windhorst back with us now as the Clippers get the win here. Brian, the Pistons are playing winning basketball games, winning playoff games. You're joining us from back in Cleveland, and Kawhi just dropped 39 points. I have to look at my calendar. What year is it?
Yeah, so you may have heard a little bit, Malika, about a Los Angeles acquisition of a first-team All-NBA player in February. That was Luka Doncic. Guess what? The Clippers acquired a first-team All-NBA player in March. Because for the last 6 or 7 weeks, this has been 2019 Kawhi Leonard. If you closed your eyes, that could have been him in a Toronto Raptors jersey in 2019. This is when Kawhi is at his absolute best. Getting to his spots, getting in isolation, the defender not knowing where to go. Look, they had Aaron Gordon on him. Aaron Gordon is one of the best isolation defenders in the league.
Absolutely.
He is 6'10". Kawhi just defeated him. This is the stuff that the dreams were made of when they traded all those first-round picks for him back in 2019. They've been waiting for this. Kawhi's been working for this. He is building towards this and building towards this when he came back at midseason. And if he's able to maintain this level, and of course that's a big if because we just can't depend on his health, then the Clippers are not a 5 seed. They are something greater because he has elevated the whole team.
They are something much more formidable when Kawhi Leonard is playing like he did, 39 points last night. And Bobby, I know that you looked at Kawhi and you said, okay, he's great. But they can withstand some greatness from Kawhi. It's another player that he brought along with him. Who is that?
It was Norm Powell.
Yeah.
And I think you certainly saw the incident, the little skirmish with Jamal Murray. I get the hug right there.
The lift.
That turned
Dirty
into
dancing.
Jamal Murray, of course, didn't get a technical out of it, right? Still is the person who reacts. But I just love this is the beauty of the playoffs. Every night it's somebody different. And we have the stars with Kawhi Leonard and Jokic here. But last night it was Norm Powell. And we used the word trust when we started the show. It was Ty Lue trusting Norm Powell down the stretch to be able to stick with him and make big shots here. And you got to love everything about this series is going to go to distance.
Yes, it absolutely will. And I'm so excited. Yes. what makes this a vintage Kawhi Leonard performance is not just the 39 points. It's also, more importantly, the defense. What he was able to do as a primary defender. I believe the Nuggets only scored about, 5 points on him. He held them 2 for 12 from the field as a primary defender. And you mentioned it, Malika, that steal, 37 seconds left, that's what truly iced the game. The Nuggets had 20 turnovers. That was the standard. That was the biggest adjustment I saw from game 1 to game 2. I think he had 1 turnover in game 2. Game 1, he had 7.
Yep.
So he was very conscious of how he had the ball, and defensively, he sets the tone. I mean, they have unleashed a monster, and when healthy, this is a team that I feel like has all of the pieces to truly make this go 7 and even beyond that.
This is a series that we have all been waiting for. It's the first series that's been tied at 1-1, and the games have been decided by 3 points or fewer since 2012. And that series, it went the distance, the full 7 games.
I'm on fire.